So these are the steps to importing the Canvas shells. So once you get to the NC Ed Cloud, you're going to hit the red Canvas button. You're going to be brought to your dashboard, which are all the courses assigned to you. Take a minute to look through them and decide where you want to upload the shell to. If you're like mine, you have a homeroom, a math, and a language arts in your unpublished. So I'm going to choose homeroom as my place where I'm going to upload the shell to. But if you wanted to do language arts or math, you could. And it doesn't matter if it's published or not. So just have an idea of which of the courses you're assigned to you want to put this. If you want to just look at it, you can pick one of the demo or unused. But I wouldn't make too many changes before you decide which course you're going to put it in. So then we're going to go over to the Commons. Your top row should be featured Guilford County templates. And so we're going to be looking at the elementary. K1, 2, 3, and self-contained are going to definitely do the non-departmentalized elementary template. So you're just going to click on that. You're going to import it. You're going to click the class that you want to import it to, and you're just going to click import into course. And then we'll look at the next steps after this. So our next step is finding and looking at the shells. So you're going to leave Commons and go back to the dashboard. You're going to find the course that you imported the shell to, and you're going to open that up. Okay. So sometimes if it's taking a little bit of time, you might not have a home page. But if you give it a few minutes, you'll have a home page. So this is your home page that GCS has given us with all of these buttons created and linked. In order to get a good idea of what all is included in here, I would suggest going to modules and just seeing how they have it set up. So the first module being everything that's involved in the home page, and then they've set it up by month and then week, and you'll kind of see why in a second. And so everything has already been linked. So here's my kind of warning against playing too much with the template that they've provided, because really everything is linked together. So I went and I tried to change the title of this homepage right here, which they have named homepage for me, and made it as the cover. So homepage. I put in an asterisk in front of that because I want to be able to easily find it if I want to change anything on the homepage, if I want to put a special banner up. So pages are found in alphabetical order. So putting an asterisk helps me find it. And when I did that, it looked like everything was fine until I got to one of the pages inside and went to hit the home button. And then it said that page doesn't exist anymore. So playing with anything that has links in it can lead to getting down some rabbit holes. So in order to get started really quickly and then maybe moving into changing some things after that, here are the things that can easily be changed. And we're actually not even going to change anything yet. But if it's just an image, like these books with the word elementary on top of it, is just an image, nothing's linked to it. So that's where like your Bitmoji classroom could go, or a banner you made in Canva could go. So this is your shell. This is everything they've loaded, and now it's time to personalize it. One thing I would suggest maybe doing at this point is going to settings and going to feature options, and towards the bottom there's one called Canvas Elementary Theming, and turning that on. This makes the font and visuals and size of everything more kid-friendly, and it just makes the overall appeal of the page look a little bit better. I say that only because the font looks a lot like Comic Sans. Just saying. So this is going to be our front page, our home page, and in the next video, we're going to add a button for Pierce Specials. And so we want to do that before we get into changing anything and customizing things, because that Pierce Special is going to become part of our template so that it's there and usable for the entire year. All right, so now that you've had a chance to look at your shell, we're going to do one more thing to customize this that will have the template completely set up for you. And this is going to be the hardest part. And then after this, it's just going to be really playing with it and seeing what you like and don't like. So what we're going to essentially be doing is, this is your homeroom that your students will go to. I've already played with my homeroom, so I am doing this as if I'm doing it for the first time to show you step by step what I'm doing. So this is your homeroom. And so we want students to be able to access specials through your homeroom. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give them a specials button on the front page. So when you scroll through the home page, you'll notice that there's a blank space here below the 4 navigation links. So we're going to go up to edit. Okay. If you want this space to be bigger, you can go to this waffle down here below the scroll bar and pull that down, and it'll give you a little bit more space. Not as much as you want, but a little bit more. Okay. What you're going to notice are some dashed lines. Those are where tables have been inserted, but you can't see any borders. And you'll notice that there's a space in between these 4 buttons and where the calendar starts. So what we're going to do is we're going to click in there. Okay, and if it doesn't already, you're going to go up here to your alignment and you're going to align this to the center. So this, when I clicked in it, it was pretty center, but I went back up to just double check. All right, so this is where you've taken the PNG image that you were emailed and you've saved it somewhere on your computer. And so that is going to become a button, and a PNG is an image. So we're putting a picture in here. So we're inserting an image. So this is your content-rich editor. So you're going to go up here to that images. You're going to click on that, and you're going to upload your image from your computer, wherever you saved it from. I'm going to remember. Okay. And we're going to put that in the upload image box, and we're going to hit submit. Okay. The one thing I've noticed about the difference between the views and sizing is that's above my technology pay grade. A lot of times I go to save and look at it because it can be really disproportional. It looks like it's huge, but it's really not. So these are sized pretty accurately with the other buttons. So really now all you're going to do is you're going to go down to save. And you now have a button on your home page to go to specials. The next step is going to tell you how we're going to put a page in our course for the specials classes, and then how we'll link it to that. But if yours looks like this now, great job. That was the hardest part. All right, so you should have a home page with a specials button now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to Commons, and we're going to get a page to put in our template that will be a way to link all of the specials together. So let's go to Commons. Up in the search bar up at the top, let's search Pierce Specials. Okay. And this is what you're going to be looking for. It's a page. And we're going to import this to the class that you want. Again, I'm doing math so you can see what it looks like the first time. I've practiced it many times before using all the other classes. So, all right, so now it might take a minute or two for it to appear in your in the class that you want. But from here, we can go back to the dashboard and go to our course. So we're going to go to that math course. So there's a couple ways we can do this to add it into being part of the template so that we can easily find it. It's going to be under pages once it imports, or we can do it by adding a page to the module, which is the way that I think is easiest. So let's go to the modules. And this first module up here, I consider our home base or our home screen. So we want Peer Specials to be one of these as well. So we're going to hit up here at the very top for this module, we're going to hit the plus button. And what we're adding into it is we're adding into a page. And this is going to list all of the pages that have already been uploaded through the template. And so what you're going to be looking for is Peer Specials. I was really just biding time for it to show up, but it did. So you're going to click on Peer Specials and you're going to hit Add Item. So now you'll notice that the Peer Specials page is right here with your front page. So all you're going to hit is the check mark so that it can show as published with this module. And now this is going to be a continuation to the next slide if you're following along with the slideshow, just because it's a really easy step from here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go back to the home screen. We have our specials button. We're at the home screen. Let's go to edit. Let's use that waffle and make this bigger. Okay. And so we're going to use our content rich editor up here. We're going to click on specials. We're going to make sure that we have the 4 blue squares in the corners, which means this is ready to be linked. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click on this link, like a chain link fence. So it means I want this to connect to something else. If I wanted this to connect to another website, I would hit external link. I want it to link to something that I have in this course already. So I'm going to hit course link. What we made was a page. So I'm going to look through my pages here. And it's Peer Specials. So now I see that it changed colors for a second. When I click off of it and hover over it, sometimes it means might have to click save first. There it comes. Sometimes it's picky about where it picks up, but I saw it. It said Peer Specials. But once you've hit that link button to check if it's linked, it doesn't give me those same options again. It says to edit the link or remove the link. So I know that this button here is linked to something. So I'm ready to go to save. Okay, so we're back on our front page. I'm going to check my button. I'm going to click on specials. And it is going to take you to a page that has all of our Peer Specials listed. So yay, it worked. So what's going to happen is we can now link all of the specials to their home page. And we'll do that by linking and making these external links. We just have to wait until all of the specials have a course loaded. And then they'll give us a website and we'll be able to do this really easily. So everybody now has a blank template that's ready to go for personalization and content. If you have any questions, let us know. So in this last video, I just want to show you what this is going to look like when we have everything linked together. I can show you because in my dashboard, I have a link to Miss McLamb's library from last year. I wouldn't suggest doing this now as she'll have a new course this year, but it can at least show you what it would look like. So when you click on specials and you're led to this page that has the specials listed, we're going to edit. We're going to find the media button. We're going to make it linkable again, looking for those 4 corners. We're going to link it. Instead of linking to a page in this course, we're going to link it to an external link. And so really all we're doing, this is Miss McLamb's homepage of her class on Canvas right now. She's just going to give us the URL from the class. And now when I hit that link, I'm going to hit external link. It's going to ask me for the URL that I want to connect it to. And then I'm going to hit done. And then I'm going to hit save. And now when the kids hit media, they'll be going straight to their specials for the day. And you'll notice that on the specials, it does tell them to visit each special once a week. And after they're done with the special, go back to your homeroom by clicking the dashboard button and choosing your class. So once they're done with media and they want to go back to your class, they can either hit the dashboard and go back to your homeroom. I'm so confused as to where my homeroom is right now. Or they can do it through courses and go to their homeroom. But that way, they essentially will only have to click on your class and be able to access all the different classes. So hopefully within the next couple of days, the specialists will have their courses with their URLs, and we can get those linked up pretty easily.